Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a few weeks since the first part of this video, but my hunt for a fender roller didn't go so well. Ended up having to buy my own. But I've got that. I've got a heat gun just in case, because I know they mentioned using that so the paint doesn't crack. Now we can finally get this Skyline a little bit lower. I would also like to mention this is my first time using a fender roller, and with the car being all-wheel drive and not having a vehicle lift, not too sure how this is going to go, so I'm going to hope for the best, and just like before, we're going to wing it. So let's get this thing jacked up, get these wheels off, and see what happens. I think with where it sits now, we're gonna probably just start out with about an inch drop front and rear and see how she sits. The fronts probably don't have to be pulled too much. The rear's a little bit close, so I think we'll pull that one and see how it goes, and we'll just adjust from there. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get these coils brushed out, spray them with some penetrating oil, and let them sit for a little while. They've been on the car for about a year, so I'm guessing they're probably a little stuck. In the meantime, once that's done, we'll throw this fender roller on and see how we can get these things rolled. Alright guys, so little update. I've been testing this thing out off camera just to see how the fender roller worked, and unfortunately was not having much success. Started chipping the paint a little bit, so that kind of sucks. Not too happy about it. Luckily most of it's underneath, but now I have to find paint match to fix that. And unfortunately had to resort to less than ideal ways to get that inner lip folded up. But luckily I don't think I have to pull too much. Just enough to get the wheels to tuck. They're not too bad, so hopefully I don't have to go with a full pull. If I do, I'm going to definitely do more research on the fender roller before I do so. I'm sorry you guys had to see that hack job crap. I'm definitely not an auto body guy by any means. I did have to get those lips folded up somehow, and unfortunately the fender roller was doing more harm than good. We do have enough sunlight left today that I can probably get these rears lowered, but we're going to come back tomorrow to touch the fronts, and hopefully I won't have to hammer or fold any of that, because it was only the rears that were getting pretty close to touching. So lowering these coilovers is pretty simple. You just have to loosen this bottom collar, and I've got a tape measure to measure about 1 inch, and then after that just got to grab these top collars, spin it down, lock it back up, and it should be good. Alright, so when we get close, I'm going to go until it starts to grab the bottom collar, and then we'll relock that one. And that one's done. So now we'll do the other side And I'm hoping 1 inch isn't too much and that these wheels steal clear. If not, we'll just have to raise it back up a little bit and go from there. Alright, so definitely looks a lot nicer now. I believe we can probably go a little bit lower, but I'm going to let it settle overnight. Like I said, sun's going down. We'll pick back up tomorrow morning. We'll get the fronts done. After the rear settles, we'll see if we need to go any more with that. So I'm going to sign off here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, it's the next day, and we're back to get the front drop down. I believe I'm going to leave the rear where it's at because I don't know when I can get an alignment done. Most of the shops are closed right now because of this whole virus issue. So I don't want to go too crazy and destroy these new tires yet. So for now, we're just going to do the front. I did also run to the parts store and pick up some paint, but it is a little bit cold today, so I don't know if we're going to get around to doing that. I might have to wait until it's a little bit warmer. Alrighty guys, so just like in the rears, I'm going to clean and spray these coils, let them soak for a little while. In the meantime, I'm going to try to use the heat gun and work on these inner fender liners. During hard turning, some of it already hits the tire, and that's before going any lower. So I'm going to try to fold those up. I'm going to see if I have to deal with these lips here. I don't think I'm going to have to as much as the rear. And let's see how that goes. Alright, so luckily the front lips weren't nearly as bad as the rear. I didn't have to do a lot to get those folded up, and after yesterday's screw up, I'm very happy to say that I was able to do it without chipping any of the paint. I'm still going to be bummed about that for a while, but luckily I did find a paint that'll match pretty closely so I can fix what I did yesterday. So now we just got to get these coils lowered another inch, throw the wheels back on, and see how she looks. Well, unfortunately, I was not able to get the full 1-inch drop on the fronts. I think I got about halfway before they maxed out. So I guess we'll just throw the wheels back on and see how it looks from there. I thought I had more room to play with these coils, but unfortunately I didn't, so oh well. Alright guys, well I guess that's about it. Front coils are completely maxed out, so I guess it is what it is. I don't know, what do you guys think? Look alright? I think I would like it a little lower, but not much I can do unless anybody's got a trick that I don't know about. But with that, it is getting a little chilly out, so I think I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys again for watching. I'll probably see you again soon. I've got timing belt and water pump on the way. I've got a GTR front mount intercooler to do on this as soon as I get the piping, so I'll see you guys for those videos.